Hey, it's Chris Loud with another quick abstract warm-up painting. Right now I'm just trying to tone the page in my sketchbook with some magenta, yellow ochre, burnt sienna, and titanium white. These colors, some of these colors will show through in the final painting, but wanted to get that tone down right off the bat and then give it a quick dry. These 15-minute warm-ups are really meant to loosen up and play with some ideas and just really have some fun. I do them every day and kind of get going before I work on some other art projects. This one is based off of a shape that was in one of my other 15-minute warm-ups, a painting that didn't really work out much. I'll show you the shape here, this one here, and I'll show it what it looked like in the previous warm-up. It wasn't a warm-up that I was thrilled with or anything, but I did like the shape. So this is part of the shape here that was in that warm-up. And so I'm basing this painting off of that, just seeing if I could do anything with that shape. Right now I'm putting some Prussian blue down with a piece of a sponge. This was a large bath sponge that I bought, I think, at Walmart or a grocery store for a couple of dollars, and I've had it in my studio. I just break off pieces of it when I need a sponge to paint with. So it works well with backgrounds when you're trying to let some of the tone colors come through. And obviously I'm using a brayer. I need to get maybe a smaller brayer for my sketchbook because that one is quite large, not easy to use in a sketchbook. Wasn't super thrilled with this after 15 minutes, so I did look at it the next day and played with it a little bit more, added a few more shapes and played with the color a little bit, but ended up liking the touched up painting a little bit better. I'm using a blending brush to try and blend some of the background as well here, and then the sponge again. So I also use a black water-soluble crayon and a China marker at one point. I think that was what I initially got the shape down with, and then a fine tip applicator. So the blue I'm putting down now on these circles, at the end I was not real thrilled with that. The circles survived, but I ended up going over that color, and I'll show you what that looks like at the end here. But again, these warm-up paintings, every once in a while you get a really nice looking painting out of it. But more times than not, you look at it and you think, well, I painted, I warmed up and ready to go on something else. I've definitely painted several final paintings based on some ideas that came out of these 15-minute warm-ups. But they're great kind of playful session to just experiment too with new tools and ideas. And if you don't feel you're real strong with blending or doing something else, it's a great time to just play with that and practice it. I'm using in this painting yellow ochre, magenta, Prussian blue, titanium white. At one point in the final version I have a little cadmium orange, alizarin crimson, and some Payne's gray. And I'll show you that final painting coming up. But looking at this, I felt like there was something missing, so I did spray some water down, trying to get a little bit of the background removed, just to let some of the colors underneath show through. And they're using the fine tip applicator to try and establish some more lines and borders here. But it's really kind of fun doing these loose acrylic paintings in a fast deadline setting where you're really not able to think much. You're just kind of reacting to what's going on the page. And then, like I said, I will look at them either later that day or maybe a day or two later, and just see if there was anything that popped out from some of these. And some of these paintings are just a mess. So I kind of glance at them and think, well, that's a good opportunity to use this as another painting sometime. Just it already has a background, so good use of that. Here's the 15-minute painting, and here's what it looked like after I played with it a little bit more. Kind of looks like an abstract foot. You got 5 toes there, and here are some different orientations of that. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of these, feel free to subscribe. If you haven't tried doing 15-minute warm-ups before, give them a try and let me know what you think and how they work out for you. Otherwise, keep on painting.